Hey, good morning, and it is Monday. Well, actually, it's afternoon, and it's still Monday though. And I am your hostess with all the toast. My name's Kim Overholt. Sorry I'm late. Sometimes I get into doing stuff and I lose track of time, and it's like, oh yeah, hey, you guys, it's time for a little bit of cartooning, and I know you guys are ample to see me do some cartooning. I know you love me out there. I know all 35, 36, maybe 34. I don't know. Maybe one or two. I don't know. But I'm glad you're here and I'm glad that you like to tune in and see what Kimmy's up to. If you want to know a little bit more about me, check out my website, kimoverholt.com. And I also do paint parties, I do murals, I do all kinds of things under the sun. And today is Cartooning Monday. So, Cartooning Monday is where you learn a little bit about cartooning. And I use my whiteboard behind me here for examples and things like that. So, you get a bit of an idea of what to do when you want to learn how to cartoon. All right, so it's very straightforward and easy and not a hard thing to learn, especially if you've never drawn before. If you've never drawn before, this is really quite easy. And if you have drawn before or you find it difficult, don't worry. It's all about practice. The more that you practice, the better you get. And it all depends on what you want to do with it too, because there's so many different directions doing cartooning. You can go into like illustration or even breaking it down into mechanics and taking it to the computer itself and scanning and making it into a project for yourself to do. Even now that they have cartooning that you can do right online, there's all kinds of programs that are out there for everybody to try. So I encourage you to always get out and give art a try. It's sometimes fun to do, and especially when you're learning how to do things and showing people how to do things is a lot of fun. So as you can see, I have my handy board here beside me. Let's see if I can put just a bit. Okay, whoa. It gets pretty tall. It gets pretty tall. Let me just raise up this thing here. There we go. Hey, now you can see that. And I'll get up myself. Hey, hi. All right. So I'm up here. And yes. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about cartooning. So, I mean, everybody who starts out with cartooning always has like a favorite comic strip that they enjoy. Some people like, Snoopy's a prime example of good cartooning. Everybody loves to draw Snoopy. Well, draw Snoopy's and another thing, but to read Snoopy's always lots of fun. I always kind of like when I used to draw Snoopy, used to be the kind of a quick little thing like this. It'd be like, hey, there we go. Quick little Snoopy. Just make a little kissy face. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I still haven't found my. One of these days I'll find my eraser, but for now I'll just use that. So there's all kinds of ways. Making shapes is a good way to start. Just making a random shape. You could say something like that. It looks like an amoeba, right? Little amoeba shape. You can make it into, change it around, and you can have it so you can like this much. And if I make this right. I can find a face in everything. I can make a face just right up with a little bit of designs and stuff. Come up with all kinds of ideas. There we go. Something wild and out of control. And then afterwards, I mean, if you do it on paper, you can do stuff like color it in and make it look like something. Or somebody who has out of control hair. There you go. Kind of like me. So there's stuff like that you can do. Something using just making a design on a page and then trying to think of what it looks like. I have a tendency to always kind of draw people, so I draw a lot of people. So when I draw, But if you're looking for something specific, like if you say, even when I do face painting, some people will ask for certain things and they'll say, can you draw a soccer ball? I'll be like, yeah, okay. A ball. So it's a soccer ball. Start with a circle, right? And usually for somebody's cheek, I can make something really fancy and stuff. But a soccer ball, I usually keep in mind that the shape is an octagon in the center, right, kind of thing. And then you can put like little marks kind of going out. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just so that people kind of get the idea of what you're making. And kind of like that, soccer ball shape. You can even make like that little thing that I do, like I say, with making it look like an upside down exclamation point, make it look like it's got a little bit of light coming off of it, kind of thing. And you can make it like coming up from somewhere, like a big comet or something, and add like and highlights and stuff, like zooming. And of course, you add like one would be dark here, one would be light, one would be dark, one would be light, one would be dark here, light there, dark here, light there, dark there, light there, dark there. Kind of like that. So you like a soccer ball, so you know what it is when you're looking at it, obviously, okay? So there you go, kind of soccer ball. Yeah. I do the same thing with baseballs. Like you can just, again, like again, we have, and this is what I would do on kids' cheeks, okay? And it'd be quick, just a quick little thing. Like they say, well, um, a volleyball. So a volleyball comes like this. Kind of like that shape, kind of thing. Like a volleyball, same kind of thing. And you could put somebody's name on it, make it look fancy, kind of exploding. You work on that kind of thing as you go. So that's like one thing. When I was doing faces, when they would ask for that, that's what I would give them. Like for soccer, somebody say, "Oh, I want a car on my like make a shape of a car or something." So I'd be like, "Okay, you got to think about it." Like if you think about the way you shape a car, like a European cars usually look kind of like that. You can always make it like this really shaped, funny car like that. Add like a light there, add another light there. And it already looks like it's a vehicle. Add a couple tires like that. Like there you go, and you've got yourself a vehicle to start with, like a very basic thing. Okay. But some kids, they would ask for like a racing car or something, so I would add it and make it a little bit more hopped up kind of thing, where you can add the tires, and then they wouldn't have to look like that. Look more like kind of you gotta make it more like look like a speeding racing car. So and you can add stripes on there. You can add like like the number 7. You can put the number 7 on there, and it already looks like a racing vehicle. See, put a bumper on there, the tires going, squealing, and there you go. And you make the lines. Lines make it look like it's moving faster, right? So there you go. Lines are important too, just for that purpose of uh, with movement to show you that there's movement coming out of there. There you go, and you got yourself a nice race car. And then I would do something like that on a kid's face, and they'd love it because it'd be so small, but it would see it. You see it just kind of dynamically running out of view, kind of thing. So I love that kind of stuff. And people will say, okay, so other things like drawing animals, for instance. Like if somebody comes to you and say, yeah, I just want like a simple little kitty cat on my face, so you can do like something like this. What I do for kitty cats is I make like 2 little eyes like that. Like, like that, right? Kitty cat eyes. They have the cute little nose like that. Okay. My mark is going to run out soon, but and then if you wanted to, you could add to it the top of the head there. And there'd be its ears. And kitty cats usually have like this kind of thing kind of going on. Not the best kitty cat that I've made, but an idea. And of course, kitty cats have the big whiskers. Like immediately, you know it's a cat. You can tell if this one's a cat. The dog, obviously. Unless you're born under a rock and don't know the difference, of course. I don't know if you make a cat meowing. Meow. Meow. Last night or the night before, I thought I heard somebody say meow, and they sound like a kid saying it. Like there's nobody around. Like that's weird. It only happened once before. I was telling Frank, it was like when I was younger. I heard somebody say hello, but there was nobody around. It was like a kid saying hello, and I was like, what is that? Nobody around. Weird. Sometimes you hear stuff, sometimes you hear stuff. All right. So again, it's always the thing about going back to the blank canvas and being able to think of what you're going to be drawing next. And keep in mind, the kind of things that you like to draw. I draw everything. So I draw anything under the sun. Let me see. What can I give you for an idea? Let me change my marker. I'll change it to an orange one because I love color orange over Holtz love orange because they are the O shape. It's the O. Oh, yes. So, yeah. And of course, with orange, I can do like this, watch. This is kind of fun to do, especially at Halloween. Go like that, see? You can go. You see where I'm going with this? And, because I have green. Watch this. I make a little. There you go. The fun of being able to color on the fly, right? I love that too. So there's this. And then, you can take. And draw in triangles. And then a happy face. And like that, see? And then if you want to make it with teeth, what you do is you just kind of put where you want to have the teeth going in, like say like that, and just draw it in. That's the great thing about having a whiteboard is you can play with it when on the fly, where you'd have to erase using an eraser usually. And ta-da! Look at it, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can get rid of that line down there, that line down there. Look at a happier pumpkin. And I like that. Looks good. So yeah, play with the shapes all the time and try and make up your own designs for stuff. I like drawing things, but that was kind of cute because I love orange, like I say. Like you can make it orange, you can make a peach if I wanted to. Make a peach with the same color using red and orange. I can make a nice peach and peaches are like, okay, so if I made a peach, it'd be like, of course, start with the shape again. You can make it like a little oval, and then kind of go like that. You have that kind of nice, like little shape to them. They have a little peak there. Peak. Kind of like that. And then you can grab some red. It doesn't really look that good, but it's just, it's about trying and playing with colors and making up. Can make it into a peach. A fluffy peach. Are you allergic to peaches? Does it make your skin crawl when you touch one? Sometimes. Skin crawl. I don't know if it's crawling, but yeah. Makes you a little bit itchy, Peaches. Peaches! Millions of peaches. Peaches for me. Millions of peaches. Oh, copyright. Gotta be careful. Gotta talk about all kinds of stuff, but except for what you want to talk about, right? Because this is Canadian content at its
finest. Yeah, you can't find it anywhere better than right here, right now. And I know you're watching Canadian content. You gotta love it. Yeah. Now, next thing I want to be doing, I want to change my marker. See if I can see if this one works. Oh, how about that? We got some blue going on. Okay, so when you get good at making your shapes and everything, you want to kind of play with it a little bit more. You can get into, like say, drawing people and getting used to seeing, like, how you see angles of everything. That's what we kind of get into, especially when we draw. So we can find that there's a shape to everything. Okay. Kind of what like there. Okay. Like even faces have a certain design to them, so it's like you can follow. Give me 1 second, I hear something. Freaking me out. I know it was. Just because the pandemic.
Isolated from their friends, isolated from their family, basically made to fear that they were vectors of infection, that they were going to kill Granny if they went to
see, I'm watching people fry.
They were branded as the scarlet letters of the vectors of communication to the most vulnerable people on Earth who were getting ill. And what did the government think was the proper response to this? Keep them home from school. Keep the kids who were being demonized and branded as the vectors of communication to the vulnerable. Keep them home with the vulnerable and with the elderly. Let that sink in.
So sad for the young people.
I'm happy to say, our channel, if you've been watching from the beginning, Barnes was right. Barnes said, this response doesn't make any sense. You've got working parents who now have kids at home. What are they going to do? They're going to call Granny to come babysit.
Yeah.
Prior to the pandemic, CDC data from 2019 showed that 36% of teens reported feeling persistent sadness or hopeless, showing a rise in the number of students struggling with mental health issues. Data from 2019. So
kids need help.
Was ongoing beforehand.
We all need a little help.
According to the CDC statistics,
over
55% of youth stated that they had experienced emotional abuse by parents or other adults at home.
Terrible. I know how that feels. But I felt the same way when I had that, when I was feeling alone there for a while. You got to just get out of the doldrums that you're in and just get going. Get back to doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you want to be doing. Don't let anybody stop you. That's what I always say. Yeah, so I was watching this, and I just kind of, I should go and do a little drawing. So here's this little drawing for you guys, okay? Just to show you a little bit of cartooning on a Monday. If you want any more suggestions for cartooning, obviously, you can Google all kinds of information about it too. And I've always been a big believer that, you got to learn, you got to know about what's going on. Just, don't just pretend like nothing is happening, because obviously it is. And it affects a lot of people, even when you do drawing and things like that. The things that you draw can affect people as well. So always keep in mind to feel, be with your fellow man and person. And yeah, I'm trying to be philosophical on a Monday. I'm really sorry. But you know what? It's good that you're here, and I'm glad that you're here and you want to learn a little bit about cartooning and maybe a little bit more about life in Canada and the way it goes sometimes. I've got tons of things coming up in the next week or so, and I'm going to let you in on it tomorrow. But right now, I want you to get moving and get some cartoons made. Maybe do something that means something to you. Something simple like this can be very meaningful to me, obviously. Here we go. And that's the most important thing about doing art, the freedom of your mind. All right. And on that note, I'm going to go back to watching Viva Fry, because Viva Fry they're talking about what's really going on. And I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great day. And as my mom used to say, peace of brother with a little bit added. And if you want a little bit more about life, get out there and enjoy it.